Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a voiceover. This is a tournament match from me playing Evan Lunda in Detroit 2 years ago. Scores 3-2. I just broke the balls. And as we look at it, Evan's going to be looking for a way to come out of the break here without giving me return. I think right now he's just looking at just probably moving the 8, but he's kind of looking for something a little more. It looks like he's trying to. Alright. I didn't really care for that shot there because it looks like I could probably still make the 4 or the 7, I believe that is. Yeah, the 7. So he kind of gave up a shot there. Here I'm just going to focus on making the ball, drawing my ball back a little bit. Just like that. Here I believe I would try to make the 12. And I come straight into the 9. Just depending on how I would like to. If I can get enough draw on the ball, I'm going to just come over for the 8. But I think in this spot I would probably just come straight high English right into the 6-9. Because it helps open up the balls too. I got a little too much inside English on that ball. That was a 1 stroke with the bridge there. That's what happens when you don't follow through and just stay through with the ball and give yourself a couple strokes. Now here I believe I would try to cross the 1 over. So just using a little bit of high right hand English. Let the cue ball go straight through the 1 and hold the 1 a little bit too. Yeah. Lackadaisical there. I allowed myself not to worry about just getting the 1 over the cue ball. Instead, I was trying to make it so the double kiss came a little more into play. Evan's going to try to put a good stroke on here if he thinks he can. I don't think he can get the cue ball out the way, so he's looking at a different option. Unlucky to make the ball on the side there. He didn't really leave nothing, but just the fact of he couldn't leave a ball on his side of the table that he took away from my side. Decent little shot here. If this is what I was going to do. I looked at the first option, which was banking the 13, trying to stick the cue ball back, but it was a little too much. So now I'm just going to come off the 8 and try to put the cue ball right back in there. I'm just trying to keep Evan at bay as far as not allowing him to try to shoot an offensive shot at me. Evan has some options, but he really doesn't want to leave me where he can just move that 14 and just kind of leave me there because he doesn't want to allow me to push balls. So I think here he's going to try to go 3-rail kick back in the stack. No, he's just leaving me on the bottom side of it. He tried to, at least. Now for me, since none of the balls go towards Evan's hole, I would probably 2-rail this ball towards my hole and just send the cue ball up table. Okay, I came back with into the stack there, which not bad, but you don't have as much direction like I could have. Now Evan's probably looking at trying to make the 10 go into the 11 to make it, or slip in between the 8 and the 11. Yeah, it's a tough shot. Such a small window. This is going to be another tough one to try to cross, so you're kind of just looking at what you can do to try to get the cue ball out the way or move the ball away from my opponent's hole. I might try to slip. I'm looking to masse into the ball to try to let the cue ball slip through. So that's why I'm kind of jacking up here. So I'm going to slip through. So when I get the contact, yeah, I hit it bad. So I hit it full. So that's why it double kissed. Had I hit the bottom side of it, the cue ball would have slipped through and got through. Now I'm leaving Evan possibly will try to go at his hole here. I don't think so, just because he can't really do nothing safe with the cue ball. So if he did go for anything, it's kind of going to be all out, more or less. He's looking to try to see if he can get the cue ball off the 8 to the left side of the table. I don't think he can. So he went for the hide. Nothing wrong with it. But there's not much going to Evan's hole, so I don't have to really worry about doing too much. So I just move the ball up table, put him on inside the stack, and just live to see another day, more or less. Now Evan might try to look to see if he can push the 4 through the 6 without touching the other ball. No, he can't do it though. If I'm him, I'm going to try to just cross the 13-3 and go to the bottom rail and back up table. Or, so he's just probably going to try to push the 14 above and just kind of leave me on that side of the stack. Nothing wrong with it. But I think I can bank the 2. I believe, but I'm not sure. Then off the ball and just let it kill and try to come underneath. I guess you could say he could cut at this ball. Now the pockets are very tight here in Detroit, so makes it harder to cut these type of balls for sure in general. I mean, we'd have to hit it 100 miles an hour to really get the cut that he wants. And then on top of it, hit it good. And if you don't make it, I mean, it's pretty much like you're giving the game away. If I'm him, I would think that I would probably try to bank 3 2 rails and push the cue ball up table. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty cut, especially with pace. I like to hit this one like a center with a touch of left-hand English and let it open up towards the hole. So he didn't have the left, so it didn't open up. But still not bad. So here I'm probably just going to bank the 11 hard into the 3 and the 10 and try to push them all up table. Didn't catch the 3, so now I give Evan the option of being able to make a ball. He might go for the bank on the 3, might go bank for the 10. Just depending on what he would like to do. Easier shot obviously is probably the 10, but he's looking at shooting the 3 and then going up table and to the back side of the stack. Harder shot to control for sure. Might try to draw it a little. No, he's just going straight up. Which honestly, there's nothing wrong with it, because if your opponent's willing to shoot from here, I mean, you want them shooting these type of shots realistically. as I'm looking at this shot, not sure exactly what I did, but I would probably shoot probably just going to shoot the 3 into the 10. Now it's a little off angle, it's hard to hold your rock to. I actually hit it pretty good to shoot it with force follow. So chances are here he's probably going to bank the 13 again and maybe leave me up table, thinking that the 3 and the 15 might be doubled up. So if he doesn't make it, he knows he's got me doubled up, so it doesn't hurt him as much. So he makes that ball. Now, in a way, I don't mind him making the ball because at the same time, he's got to shoot a long distance shot. It's not as easy of a shot on this type of a table because the table's so tight. But if the 3 goes, then it's not so. I mean, I don't want him to be able to shoot the 3, but if he has to shoot the 14, then I don't mind as much. So it looks like he's got a little bit of an angle, so it looks like he's going to try to pump it over. Just try to, if he shoots this, he's got to kind of shoot it hard. Here he's going to kind of use a little bit of a center ball and focus on trying to hit the 14 kind of thick, but still get the movement off the cue ball. Hard shot about this part, if he tries to shoot the 3, is the side pockets comes big into play. Now you could just shoot the 3 to just kind of move the 3 down by the table and just move the cue ball, not trying to actually make it, which nothing wrong with that. Or he's possibly will just shoot this ball. Okay, he's just crossing it. Maybe not his best move because now I'm going to kind of shoot a free bank. I could shoot the 8, I could shoot the 15. So I'm going to get through the ball and try to hit the bottom of the 6. So I don't really care what happens, but I know so long as the cue ball hits the bottom of the 6, I feel like I'm going to make the bank. Now I'm probably looking at the 2 off the bottom of the 4 to make the 9, if it's possible. Okay, so I just took the safer route. Now he's going to do the same thing and just try to move the 14 by his hole and just slip the cue ball straight up table. He hit it kind of hard, he hit it hard plus he hit it kind of bad, so that wasn't the best of moves for him. Now I'm looking to see if the 6 comes off the 9 and makes the 1 to be wired. If it does, then I'll probably shoot that and just follow the cue ball through to the bottom rail and try to make the 14 next. So just kind of coming through it. Or I just shoot the 14 cut with a lot of inside and just try to slip back up to the top corner pocket to your right where I'm shooting from. Hard shots, but you're just focusing on overcutting the ball. Yeah, so I'm loading it up with inside. I got so much inside, it just checked right back up. Nothing wrong with it though, because the only shot he really has is the 5. And if he wasn't to make the 5, he will probably give up a lot of balls, because even if the 10 don't go, I'm probably going to shoot the 10-14, which with the 14 being that close to the hole makes the pocket kind of big. I think the other thing he's looking at is that can he get to the bottom rail without leaving a cut, but I don't think he can. Now he's looking to shoot the 3 to the pocket and just kind of leave me doubled up behind all those balls again and bring the cue ball back up. So he's playing all cue ball there. So now if I can catch a 6-1 a little bit better now, I'm probably going to shoot it, because I can still drop my cue ball down to the bottom rail still. And I don't have to shoot it hard, I can just kind of shoot it with a slower pace. But it don't look like it happened, so I was trying to get the cue ball 2 rails back in there. Came up a little short, so he's going to have a cross corner here. I could have shot it with outside English and try to bring the cue ball back, but then I don't know where the object ball is going, so that's the reason why I don't shoot it that way. So he's kind of looking to see on the 3, but not sure why he's not crossing the ball. So he must have not been able to see the 14 enough. Come off the 1 and just kind of left me on the bottom rail. Now I'm possibly just going to come off the side of the 14 and try to put it back in there where the 2 is. So I'm looking to hit this as thin as I can and just place the cue ball right back in there. Use a lot of spin there. Got there. And them 2 balls being frozen made it even easier for the cue ball to stop there. Now, if Evan can see the 3, he'll use high right, I believe, but I don't think he can get through the ball. So he'll just thin off and try to put me back on the bottom rail. Now for me, I'm going to just hit the side of the 1 into the 9 and kind of just leave the cue ball by the side pocket. So I'm just trying to protect the 14 more than anything. So long as he can't see the 14, it makes it beneficial for me. Now he's looking to bank and also probably just come straight through it and let... I'm not so sure he can get through it and get behind the 14, but if he can, that's what he's going to do. If not, I would just focus on making the 10 and letting the cue ball go straight through and leave me another bank on, and then leave yourself another bank on the 14. We'll see how he goes after this one. He doesn't want to shoot it hard, so that's one of the reasons why he's not shooting it. So he's just going to take the safer route and just wait another shot. Alright, same shot, just trying to protect. Now if you look at the way the balls are laid out, it might not be such a bad move to bank at the 3, because for Evan, he can make the 2. He can bring the cue ball over to the side pocket. Now I would have an off-angle combo if I did want to go for the ball. But he's going to go for the bank here and then just kind of pull back and try to play for another bank. Instead, he went through it. He hit it good. Didn't get the rub that he wanted, but good shot in general. Just focusing on hoping to make the ball. Now he'll try to kick at this ball softly. See, the problem with that is when you hit a little hard, just in case he would have came all the way through and left me the 9 to go in, then it makes it harder. But now I get to bank the 15 and kind of float over for a chance to make the 3, the 11, the 4 afterwards. So if I can make this bank, it's a big key, huge shot. Also got to focus on hoping that I can hold my cue ball without scratching in the side. So I'm going to try to just hit it with a lot of spin and try to kill to the side rail if I was to shoot that. So I'm looking at a kick and try to come into the stack, I guess. Not bad. Guess if I kick like me, I'd do that too. No. Don't know if he can cut this 2 in from that angle, because he has to cut it pretty thin. I don't know if he can get there, but he's definitely looking at it. Don't think he can, so he's going to give me the ball. I'm probably just going to move these balls away. Evan should want to send more balls up table too, so he might start to move those balls also and try to keep me on the bottom rail. Didn't get as much draw as he wanted, but not too bad. So with those balls being tripled up, a lot of them I might be going for this bank here. So the only ball that Evan can really shoot at is the 6, so 9 times out of 10 I don't think he would be shooting at this. Kind of let his cue ball go there. I guess he was just trying to hold that ball more than anything. So for me, I'm just going to try to cross it over and leave the cue ball to the bottom rail, just to make it harder for him to cue up on the ball. And he'll soft roll the 4 and try to run the cue ball into the 2 a little, just like that. I could bank the 2 into the 1-5 and do the same thing with the cue ball again. Keeping distance for my opponent from the balls up table, so it's harder for them to play safe. Not a bad shot, but also he didn't have to do that. He could have crossed the 5 or the 4. So the 4 ball here. So the angle was there for the 4 ball, 2 rails. Hit it pretty good, made it, have a couple free shots. Now I'll try to thin this one and come back for the 1, I would believe. This one I'll just try to roll in, I would believe. I'll bank the 5 a little short probably and just try to leave myself somewhere close to the hole. Throw a lot of English on it, allow it to maybe open up. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to all social media outlets, YouTube, Facebook. Anything helps. Greatly appreciate it.